Hello, 6Es receiving students and teachers. Thank you. You may be seated. All right, recapping our previous lesson. Let us look at our recap question. Right, give an example of a helpful simple machine at home. Can anyone give me an example? Receiving students, you may tell your teacher. Let us hear from Victoria.
Knife.
All right, a knife. Knife, good, thank you. What do you do with the knife? What is the knife? How is the knife used at your home, Victoria? How does it help you?
Helps us cut things.
It helps us cut things. Maybe if there was no knife, you would be using bamboo slits or little bamboos to cut your food, but knife makes the work, what's the word, everyone? Easier. Good. Okay, knife makes the work easier for us to cut the things. Right. Okay, good. That was what we looked at. That is one example of a helpful, simple machine that is used at Victoria's home and probably your home too, receiving students. Okay. Right, receiving teachers, we are still on the same strand and the sub-strand there. And our learning outcome, 6.3.5. Very good. Right, our topic for today, levers are machines. And of course, this is lesson number 60. Right, levers are machines. Receiving students and class. What do you think levers are? In your previous lesson, you looked at different simple machines. One of them was levers. Now, what do you think levers are? What do you think levers are, receiving students? Okay, go ahead, tell your teacher. Class. All right, let's hear what the dictionary says about levers.
Bar or other device turning on a fixed point which lifts or opens something with one end when pressure is applied to the other end.
Come again.
Bar or other device turning on a fixed point which lifts or opens something with end one on when pressure is applied to the other end.
All right, thank you very much, Milika. It is a bar or a lever that is, according to the dictionary, fixed on a point or fulcrum and moves when pressure is applied to the other end. Okay, let's hear one more definition, shall we? Right, Minol.
And all used to operate or control machine.
All right, it is a handle used to operate or control machinery. Right, those were two of the definitions which we looked at. Very good. Okay. Now, in today's activity, we will be looking at some of the examples of lever or how the simple machine lever is used around us. Right, let us look at the activity and the instructions. 1, try to move a big rock or dig up a tree trunk. Now, you try to imagine that. Moving a big rock or digging up a tree trunk. Moving a big rock or digging up a tree trunk. That's 1. Right. 2, what things did you use to move the rock or dig up the strong root, which is called the trunk? Rather not the, let's say the strong trunk. Dig up a trunk. What things would you use if you were to move a big rock or dig up a tree trunk? What things are you going to? Okay, let's look at our activity instructions. Number 1, try to move a big rock or dig up a stump of a tree. What things did you use to move the rock or dig up the strong root? What sort of things are you going to use? Or machines are you going to use? That's the second question. Right, a third one. Think of all the levers used and write a description of how easy work becomes when levers are used. And of course, we have to give a heading to our description. Right, this is what you're going to do. First of all, class and the receiving students in your groups, you will do a mind map of moving a big rock. You see all those arms going out from the center of the circle? Good. That is where you are going to be putting in all the different things or simple machines or levers that you are going to use when you are moving a big rock. Now, you do that in your groups. Right, class and the receiving students. I know some of you. Right, class and the receiving students. I know some of you are not finished. So as your friends here in the model class, here in the class, they are not finished. But we will present some of your discussions that you found out. Right, Rodney, present some of your group's work. In the model class, we are going to have Rodney, Lorraine, Avin, and Antonia.
How to move a big rock. You can use a bamboo, forklifter, iron, fork, spade, rope, stick.
Right, they've got different ways in which they can move that rock. Forklifter, very interesting. Okay, they can also lift the big rock with a forklifter. Let's hear from another group. Thank you very much. Everyone give them 5.5 claps.
Things we can use to move a big rock. Fork, crowbar, thick timber, pick, and spade.
Again, okay, fork, crowbar, thick timber, a thick timber, pick with a C missing, and spade. Right, very good. Okay, so that is one way in which they can move a big rock. Now we're looking at a big rock. Let us look at the other one. The same thing you're going to do, but this time, how are we going to dig up a strong tree root or stump?
Present the same present the first notes. Did you want to believe this time you na Jordan will present. Oh, Jordan lagi present.
Okay, this time you're going to put all the machines and things just like what you did with the stone, big stone or rock. You're going to dig up a strong tree root, let's say stump, not tree root, but stump, a tree stump.
Dig up a strong tree root. What happens if we are so stupid? Lo che sta che succede? You can use a crowbar to dig out the strong rookie root or hawk to pick. Non lo sai, pick what? Pit pit. Mi quiere detto pit pit. Pit. Oké, mi sa che meno non ho da. Secondo me io devo cercare e da. Folklore box. Folklore box. Ini nanti kata tidak cocoknya atau kata tidak cocok? Kata tidak cocok. Untuk kata tidak itu si Benny. Oke, ini dia nolongin. Ntar ini lah itu. You think you look like that? You weird finish. I just think, oh yeah. Iya, fork. Terus minum jangan minum selesai. Mila seri. Ini dictionary. Oke, kan iron speed. Iya, iron shovel. Iron shovel. Carga bampa le. Kami tuan ni. Carga bampa. Bampa ka anak. Hari ni iron speed. Iron speed lah. Ya. Oke, tu speed made out of iron. Itu yang speed lah pen, dengan wood. Iron speed, shovel, this one iron. Cement speed. Iron speed. Mire tu. Automatic speed. Leglon. Jordan ko dile ka tolo le. Ini ke tu. Pakai ni ada ni barai tu.
does it remind you of, by the way? Okay, and then so seesaw is also a lever. Right. Who's going to say that? Who's going to say that? Nora. Okay, Nora.
Siso is a liver. Gusto ko si Siso is a liver. What's the meta? Yeah, that one. Impressive. Ah, din sini me. Kita kasi me feeling me. Sabi sih, nanti di panic close itu nana ilah kata tu. Proba forklift. Apa yang panic nama. Proba forklift. Ini rumah kain besar. Very blue. Proba speed is different. Proba is just like a spear, straight, narrow down. Area faster. He's asking for simple machines. Wah, eme please. Eme itu lah, no kita pressure dulu. Ini semua, taking from it. Dynamite. Huh? It's talking about simple things, not hard things. Yeah. Sebelah ni, dia nak kayak begini. Speed lah, speed. Metal speed. Ready for picture. Ayah, chainsaw. You stupid, them to the dig. Ini dia susah long. Kiki stop ya. Come on, guys, we'll put some ideas together. Look at the token. Ready.
Oi, no can make a noise. Diga pe, bhai blowing na der bhai diga pe. Ya bhai blowing ho pura.
I must do simple machines. It's me at 5 tapi ni 6 lakhs.
Oi, si so babu kaya yun. Right, you want him? Yeah, right. Who puts speed? Amen. Mano, right?
All right, class and the receiving students, let us look at some of our answers from our friends here in the model class. Right, let's hear from Antonia. How are you going to dig up a strong tree stump using different machine or lever?
bush knife, forklift, and digging fork.
Right, they use axe, iron, spade, bush knives, forklift, and digging fork. Right, all those things help them to dig up a strong root stump. Okay, strong tree stump. Now let us hear what Avin's group have come up with. Let's hear what Avin's group have come up with.
We use these machines to dig up a tree root. Iron pipe, crowbar, spade, garden fork, and a grader.
Right, they are going to also use a grader. Very good. Or if one of them can drive a grader. Right. Oh, those are different types of levers that they are going to use to dig up a tree stump. Now, class and the receiving students, okay, we simply dig up a tree stump. Some of you said we use, others said using this fork, and we also use, of course, spade. Now, we can use that to dig up a tree stump. Right, let us see some examples of levers that our friends here in the class have brought. Right, let's find out. What did we bring there? Carol.
This is a staple machine. It is an example of lever.
Thank you very much. Okay, on your monitor, right, that was a staple machine, and it is an example of a lever. Right, let's find another example of a lever. Melisha.
This is an address finder, and it's an example of a lever.
Very good. How does that lever work on the address finder, Melisha?
This is the lever.
Okay, very good. That is the lever. Right, when she presses the lever, the address finder comes up, and then she can find her address in there. Very good. Okay, that's one example. Let's see another example. Here, Nora, what do we have?
This is a balancer, and it reminds me of a seesaw. This is a balancer.
Okay, this is a balance, and how does it work? It, okay, balances the things. Now, class and the receiving students, what does this remind you of? Anything? Yeah, seesaw. Okay, seesaw. A seesaw in the playground. Very good. Okay, we have other examples here of levers.
This is a timer. It have 2 levers.
We have one lever on this side. Good. Okay, so you can see a lever there, timer from the left, and another one on the other side. Okay, what do we have here? An example of a lever here.
This is a fire extinguisher, and it is an example of a lever.
Right, where is the lever? Okay, that is the lever, right. Okay, that's an example of a lever on a fire extinguisher. Very good. What else do we have there?
This is a spade, and it's an example of a lever, and it's used for digging ground.
Very good. Okay, that's another example of a lever. Good. We have any more there? Lots of examples, hey, receiving students and class. Madhu.
This is a fork, and it's an example of a lever, and it's for forking food.
It is for forking the food. Very good. Okay. Now, next one.
This is a paper clip, and it's an example of a lever.
Right, that is a paper clip and it is an example of a lever. Very good.
This is a crowbar. It is an example of a lever.
This is a scissors. It is example of a lever. It used to cut things.
This one is a galita used to cut the paper.
Right, that is used to cut a paper. Okay, so what's the lever? Okay, that is the lever. Very good. Right, receiving students and class, you can see that all around us there are examples of levers that you can find. Right, let us look at our summary notes for today. We have 1.4 hour summary note. Levers are simple machines that make work easier for us. Right, very good. You should have completed your summary notes. Our keyword, everyone. Okay, levers. Our next lesson topic, what are pulleys? Now, receiving students in class, you may read books on there to find what pulleys are. Materials needed for the next lesson. Receiving teachers, we will need 3 pulleys for each groups, retort stands, charts, markers, student books, and some load. With that, thank you very much, 6Es and receiving students, and have a nice day with your teacher.
Thank you.